Hey guys, what's up? It's Carlos. Now, today I've got a mini, how do I say it? It's like a mini collection of story times based on this group of kids that won't really leave me and the boys alone. So, if you like this story time, leave a like and subscribe. That would help out a ton. And before I go on, I just want to say I'm not using my usual setup. To be honest, I'm just in a small room with my phone recording this. And, yeah. Also, I'm trying to see if my OBS will finally fucking work. Because OBS Studio on my laptop, for some reason, wants to change the frame rate to like 2 frames per second. Or it might just be my shitty laptop, but I don't know. Anyways, let's continue. So, this story time takes place. Well, the first one takes place, I think, around like a month or so ago. So, there's this little kid, alright? Well, not little, but he's little compared to me. I'm like a literal fucking giant. And he's like short as hell. So we're gonna call him Joe. So Joe acts a little feminine and shit. And he hangs out with a group of girls. Nothing wrong with that. But for whatever reason, he didn't really like us too much. So we were on a field trip that day. Okay, I have an after school program and there's field trips. I was on like all of them, legit. And the same field trips was was a cause of my teacher hating me because I told her I didn't care about my class. But if you want to hear about that, go to the story time that I uploaded before this. My math teacher hates me. But anyways, let's continue. So basically, he was like walking in behind my friend. He's pretty much like Italian and shit. He's a little darker skinned. Nothing wrong with that once again. And he literally fucking shouts, "Stop being big monkeys." And he turns around and he's like, "What'd you say?" And he's like, "No, no, no, I wasn't talking to you." It looks like he was lying, to be completely honest. He's like, and my friend's like, "You better be not talking to me, else I'd fuck you up." And I'm like, "Hey, calm down. You know, I don't like this kid either, but we can't just go around starting fights." And he's like, "Yeah, you're right." So, anyways, continuing, um, pretty much some kids reported him, and we made a joke about him, alright? It was a really stupid fucking joke. And it was just called fucking Joe the Racist. I'm not shitting you. It was Joe the Racist. So every time we'd see him, we'd be like, "Hey, Joe the Racist." And he'd always tell us to shut up. It was just too funny to let up, to be honest. Now, if he started shit talking me, that's fair game, to be honest. But he didn't really do anything back. So after a while, we start forgetting about the joke. And at some point, it was only me calling him that. It was when I was like a little, like more light. How do I say this shit? Like more in like a good feeling. So I'd playfully say it like, "Hey, Joe the Racist." And long story short, he ended up fucking reporting me. But he didn't report me directly, thank God. So it was mostly like a warning. So he went to like the after school program's dean, you could say, or like principal. I talked with him. Like two of my friends talked to him. So the friend that was quote unquote called a monkey, we will call him. We'll call him Jacob, right? So, so Joe says, "You know, Jacob's friends keep calling me racist, and I told them stop." And I'm like, "All right, I'll stop calling him that, if that's really what's gonna have to happen." And then the dean's like, "All right, cool. Listen, I don't want any more trouble with this." And I'm like, "All right, for sure." So we go back. Now, there's a bit of context I need to give before this continues. So they decided to pull a prank on me the first time I ever seen them. They literally came up to me and said that one of their friends liked me. So I was like, "Oh, cool. That's cool, I guess." So we kind of like talked a little here and there, but nothing major happened. Long story short, they finally spilled the fucking beans and said, you know, it's a joke. I'm like, alright, I'm not that butthurt or anything. Not actually butthurt at all, but it's like, you know, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Right, so then they start fucking shit-talking me. Like, oh, we're gonna have to give her a name, too. Fuck, so many names today. There's a Grubhub mask right next to me, what the fuck? I'll put a picture of it up on screen right now, but there's a fucking Grubhub mask right next to me. Anyways, let's call her Melody, alright? So they're like, you know what? This the whole entire reason why you can't date Melody is because you're such a fucking pussy. And I'm like, legit, I will fucking throw hands with you if you continue fucking bothering me. And that's another reason why I stuck around to the joke longer, Joe the Racist. And yeah, long story short, the next part of the story time takes actually this week. So he was giving me some fucking lip, and long story short, I'm like, you know what, fuck you, you're a bitch. It's like, whatever. So then I'm talking with the teacher. I'm not fucking telling on him or anything, I'm just talking to the teacher normally, cause he hosted the gaming club. Or the fucking Nintendo club. Honestly, Nintendo's pretty sick. If I ever get the money, I'd buy a Nintendo Switch or some other console like that. Long story short, I'm just talking with him, and then Joe comes up. He's like, hey, can I go talk to the Holocaust survivor that was here today? Now, there was a Holocaust survivor that was at my school doing that. It was fucking Friday. Yeah, Friday or Thursday. And yeah, no, it was Thursday. But anyways, long story short, he's like, hey, can I go see him? And I jokingly say, yeah, you can. And he legit thinks that's the fucking teacher and starts walking away. And he's like, thank you. And I'm just dying fucking laughing. And the fucking teacher's like, what's so funny? And I point to Joe. He's like, hey, where are you going? He's like, you just told me that I could go. He's like, no, I didn't. And then he looks puzzled for fucking 5 seconds before the dots click in his head. And he says, Carlos. Oh my god, that sounds like the fucking Magic School Bus. Anyways, instead he fucking used my real name. And I'm like, yep, it was me. What's it to you? And long story short, they were pissy at me, the whole entire group. Honestly, nothing much has really happened after that. So honestly, kind of glad. At the same time, if anything else happens, I'll definitely update you guys. But yeah, that's it for today. So I'm not sure when I'll get my actual setup back, but just know that I am still going to be pumping out uploads and everything. So if you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe. I'm not going to fucking bother you with this right now. Because honestly, I don't want to hear myself talk about fucking liking and subscribing. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy your day. Thanksgiving is coming around the corner. So, have a good Thanksgiving. If you see this on Thanksgiving. If not, then that's fine. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace.
I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch. Overseas, getting Benz, no Mercedes in this bitch. We made the album 9 months, had a baby in this bitch. I'm with your babe on the run.